Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. The starters for the Golden State Warriors: Hield and Butler, they're the 2 and the 3. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Al Horford, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Mitchell Robinson is out there with George. Then it's Alex Caruso, then it's Harrison Barnes, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusions.
Now here's Caruso. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for 2, Mitchell Robinson.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Robinson. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. Curry passes to Butler. Horford, a screen on Barnes. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by George. Outside Barnes. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
Curry against Caruso. Hield passes to Curry. Hield, a screen on Caruso. And here is Kuminga. No good on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Kicks it out to Barnes. George outside. Pass to Caruso. 4 on the clock. Screen by Robinson. Caruso with the bucket.
Oh, it's not an easy look for Caruso in with these threes, but somehow he gets it to go.
Outside Curry. Back to Hield. And here's Butler outside. Misses again, now 0 for 3.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
George outside. The Warriors pull it in.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Curry's shot is off.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Curry against Caruso. George outside. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Caruso with the bucket. Caruso's got his second basket on the night.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. here. Let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. The fourth spot held by the Warriors.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They still need this. Curry gets the bucket.
Just a wizard with the ball. Look, Curry's creativity is just incredible.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Caruso. George, a screen on Curry. Back to George. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
Warriors trail by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. On the topic of Curry, coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. George for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Clock at 6. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Caruso. Curry, no good. Gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's Barnes on the wing. Butler covering. The 3 from Thompson. Not going to go that time. Warriors trail by 5. And he's going for the lob. And Kuminga throws it down.
Excellent alley-oop. Kuminga putting himself in the perfect place to finish that one.
Well, Richard, the 2025 All-Star MVP, Stephen Curry, winning it in his home arena in San Francisco.
It was an impressive feat for Steph, but I still think the format helped him shine a little bit, but no question, this man was dropping bombs like he always does.
Now here's Butler. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. Screen by Horford. Here's Curry, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
We know that Steph is the best shooter of all time, but over the years, he's improved every facet of his offensive game. Floaters, touches, and that tells you a bit about his mindset.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Outside Curry. Kuminga, the pass to Hield. Outside Kuminga for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. George outside. Kept alive to stop the drought. Robinson can't hit. The Warriors shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Pass to Kuminga. Horford against Caruso. Beyond the arc. That's good from Curry. On the assist by Horford. Curry's got 7 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
The home team calls timeout. Shooting has not been great early, just 27%. Robinson a screen on Kuminga. George for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And Horford powers it home.
Love the dunk from Horford. He doesn't mess around when he gets inside.
George outside. Thompson outside to stop the run. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the inside. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
George outside. Pass to Caruso. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. He's got 7.
How about the quick trigger from Caruso? Love the assertive approach there.
Outside heel. Now here's Horford. 4-3. Caruso grabs the board. Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Now here's Caruso. 7 points in the game. Caruso, a screen on heel. Thompson passes to Barnes. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Warriors lead by 3. Hield on the wing. Pass to Kuminga. Curry looking it over. Puts up a 3. Barnes with the rebound. Here's Caruso. And here's Robinson. Let's go with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes, and he gets that one. Butler's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
They're really working the paint now.
The home team calls timeout. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors.
Substitution on the court.
Golden State on D, leading by 5. Here's Russell. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. It seems like just yesterday when D'Angelo Russell started his career in the NBA. Richard, hard to believe he's been in the league a decade plus now.
Yeah, the 2nd overall pick in 2015. Russell's an experienced NBA player who remains a valuable rotation player.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Santos. Free throw, no good for Russell.
And Russell is a shoot-first kind of player, a combo guard who doesn't lack any confidence.
Pass to Pajemski. Now here's Jackson Davis. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Now Russell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And it's hammered home by Green.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick-and-roll game.
Now here's Pajemski. Outside Moody.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Green covering. Outside Pajemski. From outside the arc. Strus grabs the miss. To the wing, right side. Russell from outside. Unable to get that one. The Warriors leading. 1:35 left in the opening quarter. Moody misses. And here's Strus outside. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
Outside Pajemski. There's a screen. A shot to stop the run. Hauser grabs the board. The three from Russell. And the three-pointer goes. Russell's got his second bucket on the night.
Soft touch, Russell from range.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Moody from deep. Williams grabs the board.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Left side, Russell. Outside, Williams. From behind the arc. Hauser can't get it to go. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Podziemski. He's covered closely. Count the basket. And here's Russell. He's got 5. Here's the three. The putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Paul George out there with Barnes. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Moody, Quentin Post out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Shooting just 37% so far in this one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. BA, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Outside Barnes. Pass to George. George with another miss. Warriors trail by 3. Butler passes to Moody. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Got only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Caruso. Pass to Barnes. The 3 from Thompson. Podziemski grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Screen by Post. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Caruso with the bucket.
Oh, this is big for Caruso's confidence. When he's hitting from deep, he looks to score even more.
Outside Butler, screen by Post, launches it. Jimmy buckets with the tray. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Moody. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The Warriors, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Outside Barnes. Jacks up with 3. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Barnes. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Caruso against Curry. Here's Butler. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. There's the triple. Caruso grabs the board. Caruso's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Barnes. Pass to George. No good from outside.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
The 3 from Curry. Paul George pulls down the board.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Now here's Robinson, guarded by Post. Robinson passes to George. Back to Robinson. Right side Barnes. And here's Caruso outside. Shot is up. Kicks it to George. Goes back up. And he gets the bucket. George has got 5 now.
Oh, PG is dynamite from that range. You can't let him get comfortable from there.
Butler, a screen on Caruso, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. George passes to Thompson. Thompson goes up. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 8-point game.
They dropped both games against this team last season. Just a shellacking they don't want to repeat.
Pass to Pajemski to snap the cold streak. It's rebounded by George. Shooting only 36% during the second. Thompson passes to Caruso. George outside. From downtown, here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Warriors trail by 10. Curry passes to Horford. Now Kuminga. George defending. The kick out. Curry. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
And here's Thompson for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's his 2nd triple of the quarter and 3rd of the game. Keep building.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Here's George. Robinson. Warriors with the rebound. Butler with the ball. He's got 11. Outside Curry. The three is up. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Here's George. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
And George is great at finishing around the rim. We don't see that in a lot of wings these days.
Outside Kuminga. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Robinson. Shooting just 37% in the game. Caruso finds George. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for George.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. From the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Now Caruso. George left side. Launches a three. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Thompson. The three is up. George outside. They shoot again. Doesn't go for him. Healed with the defensive effort. And we're going courtside for a report on Quentin Post. What's the situation, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He said the ankle is definitely swelling, but at this point, they're thinking it's only a sprain. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the left side wing. Pass to Curry. Shot from the wing. Yes, on the jumper. Curry's got 8 here in this quarter.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
It's George on the wing. 33 points last game. Looking to get back on track. That one goes. Count it. George has got 9 points.
That jumper from George is so tough to defend. He's got great height and lift.
Butler up top. He's guarded by Barnes. Butler passes to Horford. Shoots over Robinson. Horford can't hit. Shooting only 36% during the second. Pass to Robinson. And here's Barnes. The three, George. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Curry. Out to Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. Caruso grabs the board. Caruso's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caruso, a screen on heel. Barnes passes to George. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
You can't lose track of PG. He is a lethal catch-and-shoot option.
Heel finds Curry. Screen by Horford. There's the 3. Curry's shot is off. Shooting just 37% in the game. Caruso outside. Pass to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, Paul George.
That's good from George. And the Warriors making a switch here. George hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And the first half now in the books. They lead by 13. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Golden State Warriors. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Warriors.
Right now, they're just losing the game at the stripe. I like to see them draw contact and get some freebies.
Yeah, stopping the clock also stretches the game out a bit, gives them more time to cut into that deficit. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.